What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? It's your man Stephen Bardo coming at you with another pregame sauce. Man, did you guys see Iowa just win at Rutgers? To me, that was the best win of the Big Ten Conference thus far. Now, why do I say that? Connor McCaffrey goes out with an ankle injury in the first half and doesn't return. So Iowa loses their starting point guard. They get 14 second half points from Keegan Murray. Garza doesn't have a dominating day, and they win at Rutgers. That's a hell of a win. That's the best. To me, that's the best win in the Big Ten thus far this year. I tip my hat to the Hawkeyes. That was a heck of a game. Tip my hat to the Scarlet Knights as well. They played well. Got Caleb McConnell to come back today. He played meaningful minutes in the first half. But, man, the Hawkeyes, whoo, that's going to be a game they point back to on the calendar that says, you know what? That may have been the game where if there was any doubt, because I don't think they should have had any doubt, they're one of the premier teams in the country. But, man, to go into Rutgers and to win with your starting point guard going down like that and Garza not dominating, that shows you how deep that Iowa team really is. Congratulations to the Hawkeyes. I got Purdue at Illinois coming up at 5 p.m. on Big Ten Network. We'll get through this quickly. Really interesting matchup because with Purdue, you've got traditional bigs, and Zach Edey is 7'4", Trevion Williams is 6'9", back to the basket guys. Purdue gets the ball in the post as well as any team in college basketball, even Iowa, because Luka Garza can, he'll space out to the three. To Purdue's bigs don't space out. I mean, Trevion Williams probably could shoot from three, but he doesn't do it. They like to do their damage in the paint. So Purdue is going to look in the paint. They've got traditional bigs. Illinois has traditional bigs. Kofi Coburn, Georgie Bishanish-Vili, Coleman Hawkins is going to get more playing time at the 4, but he's 6'10". So this is more traditional matchup in the post. So this ought to be a lot of fun. And I think you guys know by now that any game that you see that's going to be in the Big Ten Conference, you need to check out. Even the one after this one, I believe Michigan State is at Nebraska. Michigan State is reeling, trying to find their way. That's going to be an interesting game as well. But for our matchup, Purdue at Illinois, here are the keys for Purdue. They've got to shoot the three early and often. Purdue is an excellent three-point shooting team, but they were only 7 of 26 in their last game at Rutgers, and they had a chance to win that game at Rutgers. And they shot 7 of 26 from three-point land. They get into their offense quickly. They hard cut. They run a lot of motion to get the ball inside, but they can sting from three. But in a road scenario, not a traditional road scenario because the fans aren't involved, but still you're on the road. You got to hit some threes. Sasha Stefanovic, Mason Gillis, Brandon Newman, and the kid that I think has the most upside, Jaden Ivey. Purdue is capable. Isaiah Thompson lit Rutgers up from three last game. So that's 5 guys I just mentioned. So Purdue is capable of really being dangerous from three. Greg Boysaw, Lynn Holly, Hunter Holly, Jay Abels, 37, Kerr, MCJ, Zoomer Sports, Illini board room. What's good, y'all? Those are the keys for Purdue. They've got to shoot the three early and often. Only 7 of 26 in their last game at Rutgers, but they're an outstanding shooting team. Purdue and Illinois are the best. They're the two best three-point shooting teams. Well, Iowa's made more, but percentage-wise, Purdue and Illinois are the two best three-point shooting teams in the Big Ten. Okay? But Purdue's got to hit their threes early and often to set up that nice balance between their inside attack and their three-point shot. For Illinois must win the rebounding margin. The games that Illinois has lost, they are minus 4.3 on the glass. The games they've won, they've dominated on the glass. Illinois started the year off as a dominating rebounding team. They've lost a little bit of that. We talked to Brad Underwood today, and he is encouraging Ayo Dosunmu to get on the glass more. He's had games where he's had 10, 11 rebounds, but then there's games when he might have 2 or 3. Brad Underwood and his staff want to see Io get on the glass more, because if Io's rebounding at a clip of 8 to 10 a game, Kofi's double-figure rebounds, Georgie's going to hit the glass, the guards can get in and rebound. DeMonte Williams rebounds as well as any guard in the Big Ten. Illinois has got to win the rebound margin, because when they don't, they've lost all 3 games. Now, those 3 games they lost, those teams are a combined 23-2 on the year. Baylor, Missouri, and Baylor, Missouri, and the other team that Illinois lost. I'm watching too much basketball, y'all. It's starting to run together a little bit. But in the games that they've lost, they have not won the rebounding margin. So it will be key to see if Illinois can do that, because Purdue has been dominant on the glass lately. They're one of the better rebounding teams in the Big Ten. So something's got to give today, right? Something's got to give on the glass. Can Purdue continue their dominance, or can Illinois rebound with them or win the rebounding margin? Because their record indicates that when they don't win the rebounding margin, they don't win. Okay? So really quickly, again, coming up in about an hour and a half, Purdue at Illinois, great matchup, great Big Ten matchup on BTN. Hope to see you guys there. The Purdue keys, really quickly, they got to hit the 3 better. 7 of 26 at Rutgers in their last loss. They had a chance to win that game. Obviously, they hit a couple more threes, could have been a different outcome. And then for Illinois, they've got to win the rebounding margin. Purdue is an excellent rebounding team. And in the games that Illinois doesn't rebound well, they lose. So those are your keys for today's matchup. Let me get to the comments really quickly, because we've got a lot here. Michael Payne, your Hawkeyes look good, baby. I think that was their best win of the year. To me, that was the best win of the Big Ten this year. Yeah, Braden 44. Them Hawkeyes look good, man. Who on Purdue will guard Ayo Dosunmu? Will it be Hunter, Williams, or Newman? That's a good question, Zoomer Sports. I anticipate Brandon Newman to start, because Mason Gillis typically guards the 4. Hunter might not be big enough. I think Brandon Newman will get the call to try to slow down Ayo Dosunmu. But of course he can't do it by himself. Meredith Evans was good. RJ 247Z was happening. Thank you, Meredith. I appreciate it. Everett Gray, big win, B. By who, Everett? Oh, you talking about Iowa? Yeah, huge win on the road. All day sauce, baby. Happy New Year to you too, Rico Moai, original tribe member. Thank you, RJ 240Z. I appreciate that, man. That means a lot. Oh, you watching me play right now? What do you mean, Don? They're running back some Illinois stuff on BTN. Happy New Year, Pete Rosenberry. Good to see you. Thanks for joining as always. Iowa was tough to pull that off without McCaffrey, and Garza was missing most of the second half. P.S. You just made a 3-pointer against Missouri. Oh, okay. So Big Ten Network is smart, because they know the Illini fan base is huge. And if they run some old Illinois games before Illinois plays, they get a bigger audience. So, okay, that's what you guys are watching. Oh my, I was watching Coach Underwood's press conference against Purdue. I had to turn him off to listen to. Thank you, Carol. Appreciate that. Keegan Murray is a nice addition. He and his twin brother took a year to attend a prep school in Florida. Going to be a nice player for Iowa for the next 3 years. I agree, Michael, because he didn't flinch. Keegan came in and got extended minutes in the second half, 14 points, and the 2 free throws he hit were the game winners. So that was huge, and that goes to the depth of what Iowa can bring. David Bozarth, good to see you. Alana going to take care of business today, says King Tao. We'll see. Chip Jamerson. Watching Bardo guard Anthony Peeler on BTN and watching Bardo pregame sauce on my phone. Technology. Yes, Chip, you're right. It's wonderful, isn't it? What are my memories against Missouri, Pete? We never lost to Missouri. How about that? Down 19 in the first half, and we stormed back to beat the number 5 Missouri Tigers in one of the games. I won 4 games. Those are my memories against Missouri. I love you, Derek Chivas, but you know I gotta take what I can get. Y'all like my paint? I got my paint in. I did better than the last time. The last time I put my paint in, I didn't leave it in long enough, and I had orange and yellow, goldish hair. I look crazy. So hope that looks better, y'all. Let's see. You just hustled back on the turnover with a key block on the layup. Great hustle. Thanks, Pete. See, I can let y'all do commentary, and I can sit here and relay it. So yeah, let's see. I'm gonna do something. Ray J wants to come on here, or RJ240Z. Let's see if I can get him on real quick. What's good, man? You're on, Ray? RJ? Oh, he got off. Okay. I don't know if he didn't think I was going to pull him in. Dwayne Goodman, what's good? Who are you calling the Illinois and Purdue game with tonight? My main man, Brandon Garden. And Brandon and I always have fun. He does a great job. He knows this conference like anybody else, like few others, I should say. Our play-by-play announcers for the Big Ten and Fox are as good as anybody in the country. And so Brandon Garden and me will be on the 1s and 2s cutting it up today. And we know we're going to have a great game because Big Ten has been producing great games up and down the schedule. Yes, Brandon Garden, the Madden football guy. That's right, Zoomer Sports. That's who I'll be calling the game with. Got to go, y'all. I got to get to the studio. Jason Haskins, good to see you. Happy New Year to everybody. I hope you guys are staying safe. Stay inside and watch this great Big Ten basketball. Got 2 more games coming up today. Got Purdue and Illinois. I'm running into the studio to get ready for that. And then we've got Michigan State and Nebraska. Don't think that's going to be a cakewalk. Michigan State is struggling mightily, and Nebraska is at home trying to find their first Big Ten win. That one could be interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining. As always, love you all. Happy New Year. Hope you guys send me a text or something